I know you. You know you. And I know you know that I know you. Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I thought I was once.
Hello and welcome to Two Guys and a Few Good Men. I am TJ Washuk.
And I am always Garrett Loberg.
And this is Movie Lowdown for the week of June 17th, 2019.
It certainly is. Not a lot of going on this week. It was kind of a dull week in the news.
Once again.
We're just trying to grasp at straws here, so...
one day this will stay.
Yeah, we can figure it out one day. Hey! So, that being said, let's get right into the news. Alright, for this week, obligatory Marvel news, because God forbid we don't have Marvel news for a week.
Yeah.
I know I say that a lot, but,
It's true, there's always something.
So this week, they're really trying hard to beat that Avatar, and they're going to be re-releasing Endgame in theaters next week with a new scene and a new...
One new scene?
Yeah.
One new scene?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a few.
No, I think it's just one, like an end credit scene. So, I think they're probably going to set up for the future, and they probably had the end credit scene. They just didn't want to put it out there until, the Fox merger went through, and the Sony merger went through, and blah, blah, blah. So, expect that. Far From Home comes out next week, I believe, too. Or 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks.
July 4th.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
So, it's probably setting up for that, because I hear that they did film, or they did showcase the movie already.
Okay.
I guess Far From Home just came out.
On the 26th they're having the premiere.
But they also premiered some other stuff for the reviewers. So
okay.
The reviews have come out, and they're really teasing the end credit scene and saying there's a lot to digest in it. So, we'll see. And
didn't David say that he hasn't seen Endgame yet?
Yeah, because I spoiled it for him 2 weeks before it came out.
So, David Gerard, go see Endgame. Now that there's extra scene.
Finally, see? And you won't be spoiled for one scene unless I see it ahead of time and I spoil it for you. So,
God.
Watch out. Also in Marvel news, we've got Keanu Reeves has been in talks with Kevin Feige for a long time, actually, about finding a proper spot.
Yeah.
And good on Kevin Feige for really taking the time to find a position for Keanu Reeves that they like. And, maybe
he's the hot ticket right now.
He's the hot commodity.
Yeah.
So, in all sense, they're trying to find the right film. I guarantee they have.
If they release news on it, normally they.
Do you think that he's going to play a villain or a good guy?
You know what I saw that might be interesting? So if they reboot Fantastic Four,
him as Mr. Fantastic.
Him as Silver Surfer, I saw.
Okay.
Would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Because Silver Surfer doesn't talk too much, and Keanu Reeves usually doesn't talk too much.
Yeah.
So
maybe that would be cool. I think he'd be great in a Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
Like a villain in a Doctor Strange movie.
That's his type of a villain. I would like to see him as a villain.
Yeah, or just something in the lines of maybe not a villain, but maybe like an antagonist that's not really the villain, but just kind of somebody.
I would really like to see him play an antagonist.
That would be cool.
You don't see a movie. I don't remember a movie he's been in that he's been the bad guy.
Yeah, so that'd be really interesting to see.
Also, one more thing from Spider-Man. So on Instagram and social media, Marvel was posting this countdown with the spider webs.
What was that all about?
So people were they started at 4, and then they started doing. People thought
I saw them. They go at 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, but 4, they're okay, it's gonna be a new Spider-Man 4 with Sam Raimi. I'm no. And then finally yesterday, they released a video released a video with J.J. Abrams and I forgot the other guy. I think it might even be his brother. I don't know. But they were sitting down. They're now we're gonna make a new Spider-Man miniseries comic book.
Oh, cool.
So that's what it was about.
Oh, I figured it was gonna be about a comic because it was posted in Marvel Comics Reddit section. It wasn't in theater in the movie one or the cinematic universe.
But so many people were speculating on it. It's kind of interesting to see.
Well, that'll do it for our Marvel news. It's still really cool that they're doing a comic for it. Next up, we got Ari Aster, who is the director for Hereditary and Midsommar coming out. Is launching his own production company for horror movies and films, or movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Which he's really good. I have no problem with them doing a production company because with his direction, I think it's actually pretty awesome that they're doing this.
Yeah.
He's got a really good track record. I don't know what else other movies he's done. I could look back. I'm sure he's produced a lot of them. But it would be nice to see somebody with his forte in horror to start directing or producing these shows or movies. So, also, Lars Knudsen is going to be joining him. The Witch, American Honey are the movies that he's done.
So American Honey with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
And The Witch, or The Witch, whatever you want to say. That was a cool... that was a really interesting movie. We did that on our 13 Nights of Horror last year with Evan.
Yeah.
I think that's a good match for him to do his own production company. I mean, A24 is always great, but for him to branch out and do his own thing, I think he'll do great.
Well, I think he could add more horror stuff too, because I think A24 is okay with doing horror movies, but they're more suspenseful movies, so maybe he can add more horror to it instead of suspense and thriller.
That's very true.
So,
there was also something else I wanted to mention. It's okay.
Next up, we've got Halloween 2. Gears up for fall shoots. It's also got a 2020 release.
Yes. And
Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back.
Yes.
So I know that you're a big fan of this franchise. How you feel about that? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. As long as they bring back the people that made that first one.
Yeah.
Last year, it was Jamie McBride or
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be great.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not a big personal fan of the Halloween movies, but I did see the last one that came out, just the reboot with Jamie Lee Curtis in it, and it wasn't bad.
No.
I definitely liked it.
Yeah,
so.
They are definitely going in a cool direction. Maybe she'll die in this one. We'll see.
Finally. But yeah, that's kind of our news for the week. We'll also get into who joined that movie.
Who joined that movie?
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance.
Finally got it right. So this week we got whatever your name is, man, O'Keefer, is joining Charlize Theron in a movie called Old Guard. It's going to be on Netflix. This one really, it just came up today, and I'm really excited because it's a movie about mercenaries that are immortal. And it's about them going through history and fighting, I don't think it's wars, but just like being assassins almost. And I don't know, that's something that's pretty cool. I felt like that was pretty spot on something that Netflix needs.
That'd be fun. I mean, the last assassin movie I watched this year was Polar. That was a dope movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that. It's very comic book-esque.
Really? Okay.
But this would be cool. Charlize Theron would be great.
Those two I don't think they've worked together before, but they have I'm sure they'll have great chemistry. And it'd be interesting too to see over the next couple of months who else joins this movie.
Yeah.
So, and then also we've got Anthony Carrigan is joining Bill and Ted 3
and
as the villain.
Anthony Carrigan, he's been in Gotham. He played Victor Zizek. Sorry, not sure how to pronounce the last name. And Kyle Nimbus in The Flash, and a few other shows.
Yeah, he's got a good. Oh, he's also in X-Men. He was in one of the X-Men's as Caliban.
Caliban, yes.
Really good actor. I like him. I think that he's very small. He's got very small roles, but he's got a really good acting.
More than likely, I think he'll play the Grim Reaper.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because in the other one, there was a Grim Reaper. The other ones.
So probably he'll be the Grim Reaper's son.
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious. But yeah, that'll do it for who joined that movie this week, and we'll go to one of my favorite segments. Good idea, bad idea.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea.
For this week, we've got Good Idea, Bad Idea. We've got Sophie Turner would like to play Boy George in a biopic.
Yeah, this is funny because early this year or last year, I made a meme about her being Boy George because she kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
And now it seems like it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about because I think that would actually pave the way for a lot of like women actor maybe playing males or male actors. I know that it's happened throughout.
I mean, usually males you see play women, but the other way around, you don't see that often.
No.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
And she looks the part. That's the craziest part about it. She looks the part.
She has the facial features.
Exactly. And I think it'd be a good idea.
Good idea.
All right, next up, we've got Danny Boyle. Won't be doing franchises anymore after he quit the Bond 25, saying that it is too tough to deal with this bullshit.
It's a crapshoot, it sounds like.
Danny Boyle worked on such movies as Trainspotting.
Yeah,
he directed
just recently Aladdin.
Also, 28 Days Later, that franchise.
Oh yeah, I love that franchise.
So, it's kind of sad to see that he's been so turned off about this that he's not gonna work on anything anymore.
It just sucks because you're so like confined to a certain idea.
Of course.
That's what sucks, and he wants to be not confined to that.
Understandable. And he came out with that Beatles movie this year too, Let It Be.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah. And
that's pretty bad.
It did. And that was actually, it wasn't Aladdin. Guy Ritchie was Aladdin.
Oh, Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. I just realized that.
That's right.
So, but he did do Let It Be, and that looked like, what are you doing, man? Like, so, I don't, with his record, I don't think it's a good idea to do that. I think it's a bad idea. I think he should still consider doing franchises.
Yeah.
I don't think that I think Bond has just turned so many people off that I don't think that should be why you're not going to do that anymore, in my opinion. So, bad idea on my part.
Yeah, I agree on that for sure.
So, next up, we've got the Snyder Cut has been being teased all week. Do you think that the Snyder Cut is a good idea or bad idea for them to release?
Well, yeah. First off, why are they holding out for so long on it? It's been, what, 2-3 years?
3 years.
3 years? Wait. This is the Snyder Cut for Justice League, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea because it wasn't complete, right?
He got about halfway through it, and remember Joss Whedon took over.
Yeah.
And
I don't think there's going to be too much to offer on the table.
Well, the guy that played Darkseid, they've teased a picture of Darkseid, and
they had Darkseid in there? Okay.
That's why this was so big, was because there was so many different scenes that they, like I said, cut at the end of it. Darkseid was supposed to be at the end of it. I don't know if they were supposed to fight Darkseid or what, because think about how easy it was to beat Steppenwolf.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we'll see. I don't know if it's legit. It's almost like, considering the fact that Avengers are going to be, Endgame is going to be dropping a new cut to it. Even I guarantee there's going to be more than one scene in there, but it'll just have a couple different pieces that were taken out and a little bit longer. But this is like a completely different movie, and I think at this point Zack Snyder is just kind of doing it to spite the fact that he left and he wants to untarnish his name.
Yeah.
So,
on my end, good idea, because I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see what
how bad it was.
That, or maybe it was okay. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But release it for free.
Hell yeah. Don't make us pay for this.
Yeah.
Don't put it in theaters either. If you do it, put it in theaters. So, last up, we've got Apple getting a little cocky.
When are they not?
Yeah. I'll let you go into this one.
So apparently Apple wants to put out 6 Oscar award winning movies a year.
Yeah.
And they are banking on that. I've never seen any production company ever say that they want to put out 6 Oscar-winning movies.
You know what the craziest part of this is it's not even in theaters. They want to do it on their Apple Plus.
They have to release it in theaters for at least 7 days.
I know.
In Los Angeles. But, yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
like, they're banking on the fact that it'll, for one, be in the theaters for that 7 days, but people seeing it on Apple Plus will be like, dang, this needs to have an Oscar. So
That's kind of wild because Netflix hasn't ever received, I don't think ever received an Oscar.
Oscar, no, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
So, and their subscription service, I believe, comes out this fall or this winter, I want to say. And, I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, that, for sure. But I feel like their movies aren't even out yet. So I don't know. It just I'm just a loss for words on this. Like, how do you say that you're going to have 6 Oscar award-winning movies a year?
Well, J.J. Abrams just came out and said that independent films are going to be...
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, and I think that with this Disney Plus, this Apple Plus, I feel like a lot of them are going to be independent movies.
That's true.
And you got to work really hard because you got to think that A24 has got the independent movies and they don't get it.
Apple owns A24 now, right?
I know, but I'm just saying, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot to bank on, and especially with how Booksmart did in the box office, and that was what they brought up in the article.
Yeah, he's like, how are they going to strive with all these blockbuster movies? Mm-hmm. You know, because that's pretty much what happened. Booksmart kind of got screwed. They got pigeonholed in a bad time frame.
Right
but
in the middle.
Where are you gonna put the movie? Like, there's always going to be a blockbuster movie out.
Yeah, and we talked about in our review for the halfway through the year, our top 5 movies, Cold Pursuit got absolutely buried.
Oh my gosh! And I have never heard anyone talk about that movie.
No, and I think I'm the only one that'll bring it up and like in conversations with friends.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's one of my favorite movies, and they're like, well,
what is that?
It's like, oh, is it Taken? Another Taken? Mm-hmm. It's like, no, it was so much more than another Taken.
Yeah.
Sad news in the sense that I really do hope that they start getting more independent films more buzz, and I feel like they should be advertising it better on TV. Booksmart would have been great for advertising on TV.
If they had a cool little like ad for it.
And have it like, hey, you're graduating this year?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, check out this movie.
Make it like a total like those type of commercials, like a funny commercial like
because they did have like a funny Facebook one, and it just like looped over, and it was Gigi going like,
oh yeah,
like, and this, and that was all they had, and I was just like, man, and people were making fun of it because they didn't know the context.
They should have hired a meme page.
Straight up. So, but yeah, that'll do it for our movie news for the week.
Yes.
Let us get into our movie review.
Yes. So I was wrong. This week we're not doing trailers. Next week we are.
Yeah, because it's the end of the month next week.
Yeah.
So
I thought this week was the end.
Yeah, it's okay. We all do. We all want this month to end.
Come on. World's not going to save itself.
I'm driving.
This week we got to watch
Men in Black.
Men in Black
4 International or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they called it International because they're trying to reboot it. Wow. Super cliche. It was you summed it up really well. It was like a children's movie.
Yeah, I feel like when I got 15 minutes in, I was watching a pre-teens movie. The writing was pretty piss poor.
Yeah.
I felt. I mean, of course, Chris Hemsworth is great.
Oh
He's
yeah,
good.
always.
Yeah, I know. But this movie was so boring.
Yep. It was tough to watch, and I watched it at first and then kind of gave up and then had to go back and watch it again, and it was tough. It was you know, when I saw that it was at what, like 30% or 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, I was like, come on, it's one of those movies.
Yeah.
It should be fine.
It should be a fun movie.
It wasn't. It was.
I didn't have fun at all watching this movie.
It was tough, and you know, I really like the chemistry between Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth. It was great. It was so good, but they just, whoever was writing it, it seemed like they just slept through half of the
You know what I
writing.
thought was really dumb is she just walked into Men in Black headquarters and like, hey, you can now join us now.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You know, you've seen in all the other movies how they're like, oh, well, you know, we'll neuralize you really quick. And, like, you'd imagine, like, I thought they would have neuralized her at least and then been like, maybe we should have brought her back, you know?
Yeah.
And sent her on her way and then, you know, gave her memories back or something. But it was just so, like, cliche to just throw her in there. And, you know, her, like, the way she got in was, you look good in a black suit.
Yeah!
Why wouldn't I? It's like, no, any other government agency. Also, like, she was tracking aliens. How do you track aliens by yourself?
I
didn't understand either. So it was really, like, the villains were very, I didn't understand what was going on.
I didn't either.
The whole,
especially with the scene when they went to the gangsters. Like
Yeah.
around the table.
Yeah.
It was like they were just chilling there for some reason.
yeah, like they got into this situation like, oh, let's hang out with this human, even though, like, he might be Men in Black.
Yeah, they're like, we don't deal with Men in Black.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I'm not Men in Black.
Yeah.
You know, what are you talking about? I'm Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And he ends up sleeping with the girl, and it was just like, it was just very cliche. It was very, I don't want to say millennial driven, but it just,
Yeah. I mean,
just-
they made a True Lies reference, which was really random in that scene. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
it was tough, and that's what sucks about these blockbuster movies is that
It was a cash grab.
it was
100%.
And that's like, I know we keep honing this in, but it's so true. That's what pisses me off about how these other smaller movies that are, you know, not getting any time or money are just getting buried by these movies that people go and eat the shit out of because it's like a sundae, you know. If somebody puts a sundae in front of you,
100%.
you're always gonna eat that sundae.
Yep.
Especially if it's free, you know.
Yeah.
And or like, you know, you pay $12 for that sundae, you're gonna be like, well, fuck, I spent $12.
Might as well eat it.
Yeah. And then, you know, you get people like us that go and see Booksmart or any other of these A24 or A23 movies.
A24.
A24?
Yeah.
I always want to say 23. It's tough, and that's really what pisses me off about the whole cycle of movies right now. It's mostly just blockbuster,
Big name,
blockbuster,
big name,
blockbuster.
big name.
Yeah, and these production companies aren't holding themselves accountable to try and have better movies, better writing, better storytelling.
Because they know people are going to see it, you know?
You know, and it's tough right now. And
I mean, I feel even Disney's to blame on this with their live actions. Because it's the same exact movie that you already seen years ago.
yeah, and especially like with Aladdin, and they're gonna do Hercules now, and they've got Lion King coming and Mulan. It's like, give it a break and do something original. Like, I love that Pixar does their own original movies.
Yeah, and they're coming out
with a new
movie.
one. Yeah, I forgot what it was.
Soul,
There's
I think?
actually two of them. There's one coming out, I believe, this year or next year.
They already released like some images.
Yeah.
A trailer too.
And the next one will come out, I believe, 2020, they said. But that's the thing, like, those are original.
Pixar is, always, I feel, is original. It's
know?
always like, it is always around like the same premise, like sad, like emotional stuff.
It is, but
it's still original, and 90% of the time, I like all their movies.
and that's the thing about A24 is that a lot of their movies have to deal with emotions, not just like, let's throw all this shit out there and, you know, add a fight scene or add comic book characters or this or that. That's why, like, it's just bugging me lately that these movies are really just getting backseats and not getting the audience that they deserve.
Yeah, exactly.
And people aren't going out there to watch these other films. They're going out there to watch the ice cream sundaes.
Yeah, that sucks though, because everybody watches, quick videos nowadays. Like 1 minute videos and then scroll to the next one, to the next one. But these movies are like 1 minute videos, but a movie.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. And they have emotion. It's tough.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, sorry to rant on that.
No, it's great.
MIB International. Did you like it? Because we certainly didn't.
No.
And If you did, why? Because
Yeah, please let us know why in the comments down below.
And I get that you're always going to have movies like that where they're just kind of filler to watch and have fun with.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, it was funny sometimes, but it wasn't fun.
I didn't laugh, I don't think, at all in this
Yeah,
movie.
a couple times. I think Kamai.
Oh yeah, he was
great as the
little guy.
Yeah, that was funny. My queen.
Yeah.
I laughed at that stuff because he's a comic actor. Chris Hemsworth is an action actor, and you did great action scenes. But Tessa Thompson was kind of meh in it, and
She was.
you know,
And of course we knew who the villain was going to be. Yeah.
I think we called that like
when the trailer dropped.
yeah. So, but that being said, that brings us to the end of our episode this week.
Yeah.
Always, thank you for watching, and we appreciate all you guys. And there's a really trippy screensaver up right now, and I'm just mesmerized by it. But
Oh, and I forgot to say last week. Thanks, Cameron, for making that drawing for us. That was really dope.
we appreciate it because that's a really like it's funny because we decided that from now on I'm gonna wear my hat forward,
Yeah.
wear your hat backwards, and that's gonna be like
That's our shtick.
that's our shtick. Hat forwards,
Hat boys.
So, but that being said,
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I am TJ Washuk,
and I don't have a name for myself this week.
but we love you and good night.
This has been